Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plans and happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Tomorrow, lots of things are going to be happening on my website and then all the other websites, and things have probably been already happening all week as well. But I wanted to go ahead and make this, even though I'm like last minute Nancy as usual. But I wanted to go ahead and make this because the Live Love Posh, what book is this? Autumn Allure Sticker Books has this really fun page that's for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, like all the sales. So that way you could track the discount codes, all that good stuff. And the only bummer thing is you only get one of these sticker sheets in this sticker book. And then, so of course, I was like, oh, if I make it now, like I'm late and then I won't have it for next year. But I thought, like, I can laminate it. And then this could be something you could use every single year if you wanted to. Obviously, like, I like to update things every now and then, but this is really good if you want to be able to use these stickers and just not just use them for 1 year. So we're going to make this to where we can laminate it, and then you can use some, I like to use non-permanent water, what are these called? Like, they're non-permanent markers where you can just use some water, or like I use like a Clorox wipe, and then you can just wipe it off of anything that's laminated. These are really great. I got them on Amazon. I will link them down in the description below. I like these ones. They're a little bit more of like a fine tip on them than like the regular like wet erase markers. Or dry erase markers, whatever. Dry erase are going to rub off really quickly, and then the wet erase are nice because they only come off when you get it wet. So, but I thought I could make a sheet with you guys that you can kind of see what I was going to do for that. I think I want to make it in sections because we have a Black Friday, we have Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. So I figured I can make 3 different sections. That way, for whatever it is, I can kind of separate those things rather than just trying to squeeze it all on one page. So the first thing I've done is I've cut some regular paper. This is it's 90 pound. It's kind of like a cardstock vibe, nice sturdy paper, so it'll last a while. But I already went ahead and I cut this down to the size of Happy Planner, which honestly, I just take a sheet of Happy Planner paper, hold it to it, mark the edges, and then I cut it with my paper trimmer. So nothing too crazy there. I don't know the actual dimensions of it. I probably should by now, but I don't. Anyway, so we're gonna go in with these. I also pulled out some other stickers to decorate. These are from Planet Darby. And these are printable stickers that you can purchase on her Etsy. I will link these down below. These are Taylor Swift inspired, but I figured the black would kind of go along with this. That way I can kind of add some decoration. Because again, like, I don't get a ton, and I'm trying to stretch this for 3 pages basically. So we're going to start off with this gorgeous corner piece, and I'm going to stick it right in here. Sorry, I know that was like a lot of information right at the beginning, but I just wanted to give you all the things, all the information so there's no confusion later. And I'm thinking I'm going to go in with, I have this diagonal, maybe, if it works. I think this is old washi tape. I'm not going to lie. I think this is pretty old. I've had this for a while. But I might go in with some of this because there are like the diagonal stripes in here. So I thought, like, oh, that's perfect. I can kind of like match to this. But oh my goodness, I gotta put this down. I don't know if this one's gonna work. I have another one, I think. But I'm like, I need you to work with me. Okay. I think that one's like just old. It's like I'm like pulling it off and it's kind of like yellowing a little bit. Like, I think I've had it for a while. I have another one though. This one's a different, oh, I have one that's like even more yellow. Use your washi tape, guys. It doesn't last forever. I don't even think I've used this one before. Oh no. Watch all of my diagonal washi tape just be trash because I've had it for so long. I'm pretty sure these are from like the little sets from Happy Planner, like from a long time ago. Okay, this one's working. Whew, okay. It is a little yellowing just a little bit, but we're just gonna ignore that. And we're gonna hope and pray it gets better as we go. Okay, so I'm gonna put down a little bit, trim off, and I'm actually going to, ooh, it's white. It's a little bit more white underneath. Okay, well, let's not have this yucky looking washi tape in here then. I'll peel this back up. I didn't know. I thought the whole thing would be like that. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that. Because this piece looks so much better. Maybe it's just the outside that got like gross looking. Okay, so now that I got all the yellow parts off, I'm gonna start laying down some of this washi tape. I'm gonna try to line it up so I can make it a little thicker. I have one that's a little bit thicker too, but it doesn't look so great either. So I'm gonna stick with this one. What is on here? Like random things. And now I have all this stuck on me. Okay, so then I can layer my Black Friday on top. Kind of gives it like a cute little header. So this page is only going to be Black Friday. Now I'm going to go in with my pattern boxes, and we're going to go in with the diagonals because how perfect. And let's use one of these guys. I'm going to go in with a long one, and I'm going to do some blank ones. So this is going to be, I think for like a wish list kind of vibe. Thinking like wish list, what are things we want, all that good stuff. And then I'm thinking like it'd be nice to have boxes to just write the shops that I want to shop at. So I'm going to go to the boxes, and I'm going to just start laying down a couple of different sizes. Just kind of all over. Because then we can write like the shops and then like their discount codes along with it. Let's grab that. We're going to end up using like all of these, I think. I have to do a different pattern on a different page. Okay, so just adding in some of those. And then we have discount codes. So I'm going to kind of use this for like shops and their discount codes. I think. At least that's my plan right now. I'm trying to decide, I like want these spread out. Like I don't want this near that. I guess it's not bad if it's near that. I'm starting to like overthink. This is what happens. This is why you can't think about it. You just gotta go. Because when I start to overthink, then I'm like, oh, maybe I should do this. Okay, let's pause there. Obviously, I'm not done with that page, but I want to move on to the second page because I want to get all the things in here. So let's take this decoration. So this will be for Saturday. I'm going to take this. I'm also going to take my washi tape again. And I'm going to go all the way across now that I don't have anything on the corners. So I'm going to go all the way across. And then I'll take my things. And then again, I'm going to just try to line them up as best as I can. It's okay if it's not perfect. I just want it to be a little bit thicker. Okay. Just like so. Then we're going to take the Small Business Saturday sticker, lay that right in there. And then because I want more of that yellow, Small Business Saturday sale, I think is going to be the header for that one. Okie dokie. Okay, let me flip this over because it's going to go, I'm thinking it's going to be like this. So it's like open, and then we'll have the last thing on the back page. So I got to keep in mind that this is where it's going to be punched. So I got to remember that. So not to put anything important over there, basically. Again, I'm going to go in with my washi tape. I think this is just going to be my theme for the entire thing. I'll lay that in there. Ooh, I didn't line them up. Gotta line it up first. Okay, that's better. That's a little better. Okay, easy peasy. Then we have our Cyber Monday that we're going to stick right on top of there. And then we can add in these decorations down at the bottom. So we have all these little presents and balloons. Since we kind of have some form of balloons on all the other ones, I'm going to add those on here. Trying to decide if I want to save some of these gift pieces for over here. Stick it on that side. Working on lots of things at one time, but it is okay. Okay, so let's add this bigger one on Small Business Saturday. Again, more of like a wish list moment. And then I'm going to add this smaller one on Cyber Monday for whatever is left over. I'm going to add this right down here. And then, again, we can just add, I'm going to just add some blanks. Oops, we can get them. So let's add one down here. Kind of just have a general basis of what we're working with so far. One over here. We do have some smaller boxes that we can lay in here. And I feel like it's okay that it's kind of like sporadic and all over the place, and I don't necessarily have like complete, what's the right word that I'm looking for? Like that I don't have a lot of like, this is going to be for this all the time, because each year it could be different. There could be one year where I only find like one or two things that I want, and another year I might find a ton of things that I want. So I want this to be a little bit more so that way I can just kind of keep track over the years and not have it be something where it has to work for every single year, because I don't know what next year is going to look like. Next year I might want completely different things, or I might not even shop at all. Like, who knows? Okay, so then I can go in with a little bit more of the decoration now that we're kind of getting some of that function in here. We can kind of narrow things down a little bit. I am going to add in a couple more boxes though before I get too carried away. Ooh, I could have added a long box. That could have been fun. Next time. That'll be the goal next time. Oh, I can even turn them. I forget. I always forget I could turn boxes. Like, hello, they don't have to always go up and down. You can turn them. Like going crazy here. Okay. So now we have a little bit more. I can add a couple of smaller boxes because I don't have really any on this side. And just like little tracking things. Okay. So we are stretching these stickers. And the goal is to use this entire page, because like if I already used all of it on here, then when else am I going to use it, you know? So might as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and I'm going to keep decorating. Keep on keeping on. Let's add this down here. Don't have any presents on this side, so I feel like I should add some of those. These cute little sale tags. This fun little Live Love Posh tag. We have some little bitty hearts. And again, I have those florals too. I'm just trying to use the rest of this page first before I start whipping out the florals. So I will still have more things to decorate with. We're just not there yet. Just trying to use all of what's on this page, which now we just have like a bunch of like little filler pieces. Teeny tiny fillers. Oh, just put that in an area where it's going to get punched. That's okay. Okay. Last sticker. Very last one. We used all of them from that sheet. So now we kind of have the start to our things. We don't need that book anymore. And now we can kind of go in because I love florals. And so I'm going to add florals to it because I feel like I want to make this something that can last and also something that I like looking at later down the line, you know? So I'm going to add some stuff. And my favorite thing to do is to cut the florals because then I can stretch them even further. I don't have to use as many, even though these are printables, which is nice. But I'm also at the point of like, I'm lazy and I don't want to have to print them all the time. I should have done those to where those lined up. I wasn't thinking about that, clearly. Clearly wasn't thinking about that, but that's okay. I'm gonna add that nice big floral in there. All these really, really big ones, I think I'm gonna end up cutting just to make life a little easier. Like, I love them, but they're a little big. A little too big. And I do have more than one page, so I can add them to my heart's desire until I feel like I've filled in my space nicely. Let's go in. I think I'm going to end up using this whole sheet to kind of get this side all situated before I move on to the back page. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? That in there. We have this real big floral, which I'm like, where do I stick this? Let's stick it over here. And we can just trim off the excess that's going over. Okay, dokie. So first side, kind of decorated. I did also pull out this color. This is another, it's from the same set, because I figured that this could kind of work in place of like the gold, because I don't have, you know, gold flowers, but adding in just like a couple of these can kind of help maybe break up some of the black, even though it's not obviously not the same color as the gold, but I feel like it kind of just fills that in a little bit. Okay, let me add some other things over here. Maybe we can focus more of this on this side, and then I don't have to use the other black sheet since I already started taking stickers out of here. I feel like this page is filled in pretty well too. I don't feel the need to add a ton of stickers over here. I'm just adding in a little bits here and there. I feel like that's good. I don't think I need the other one. Keeping it pretty simple. So there's that. I did want to add some bullet points, especially to these ones that are, whatchamacallit, are blank, because I didn't have enough ones with lines. So I'm going to add just like a couple of bullet points, maybe just like 3 to each of like these bigger blank ones for like additional things, additional codes, whatever. Just going to add a couple of those. I think the only other ones are on this side. I'm going to add a couple to this big one here. And I feel like that's good. So cute. All right. So decorating is all done. That's the easy part, I feel like. Now we can go through, and of course you could decorate like the front. Like obviously I'm not using the other side of this, so if I wanted to do something else, maybe like some journaling prep, whatever, but maybe I'll leave that as like a notes section just without it saying that. But I'm going to turn my pages in towards each other, and then I'm going to slide my pages in to my paper punch, and I'm going to punch it. I'm going to punch these before I laminate it. Okay, so punched. This is what it's looking like. Punched. I went through these thingies, but I knew that was going to happen. Oh, I just missed it. Look at that. Perfection. Okay, now the fun part. You can either use like an actual laminator, but if you don't want to go through the trouble of buying a laminator, you can just grab these. These are single-sided laminating sheets. They're super easy to use. I don't think I took out enough. I think I need another one. I think I was originally counting on only doing one side. But these are really easy to use. So let's just do one real quick. Just pull off the backing. We could cut it down. If you wanted to cut it down first, you definitely could do that. But you just lay it down on the sheet. And obviously I could have gone through and I could have cut this down to size 2. I'm just going to cut it afterwards. There are a lot of things I could have / should have done. So now this is laminated. Easy, easy. And then we take our next sheet, which I hope I have enough. Now I'm like, I don't know if I have enough to laminate the other one. I'm like, cool. That's just great. Okay, it did say to remove that first. I didn't do it that way. I reversed the way I did this. It's fine. It will be fine. I didn't do it again, but that's because my sheet is so just like wonky that I didn't want to do it that way. Okay, I'm actually going to turn it the other way. Try not to touch it. Don't do what I just did. Try not to touch it because you don't want your fingerprints to like be immortalized in your laminate. But I'm just going to do it this way. This is just easier for me. Laminating pouches, if you have a laminator, you could totally do that. It's a lot easier too. But this is great if you don't want to go through the hassle of purchasing a laminator. And then I'm just going to take my paper trimmer, handy dandy, and I'm going to leave a little bit of space at the top and the bottom and on all the sides. Just like little bits of space. I'm just going to go in and trim all the sides up. It is so hard to see with my ring light shining on this, and like I have no clue if these are even, but there we go. So one page down, you can go through. I'm actually just going to use this guy, and you can really push it down, especially on like these edges. Just pushing it down so that way we get a real good seal. The goal is for this to last a long time. Now, the only bad thing is it's not going to last a crazy long time. Don't go dunking this in, don't go dunking this, you know, in water to test it out, because now we have to punch it again. And when we punch it, it is going to create some gaps to where water could potentially get in these areas. So just keep that in mind. You want to make sure that you, like you just got to keep that in mind. Like now that's kind of, some of the paper is exposed a little bit, but at least now it's punched and I can put this in my planner and now I can use it. So let me just get the other side done. Now that one side's done. Okay, well, I only had one sheet of laminating left, so this side's not laminated, so I'm not going to punch this just yet because I want to wait until I get another one. I got to run to the store. I get mine at Walmart, but I will see if I can find it on Amazon, and I will also link that down below. But now we have laminated sheets. I know it's kind of hard to see, but then you can go in, which I really hope this black one works because it wasn't originally in here. And I'm worried, but now we can go in and I can write, you know, all the things. And then I could write down, you know, whatever I need to write, or if I mess up, which this is what I really like about laminating things, because I'm also at the point of like when I mess up on things, I'm like, oh, so then you can go in. I'm just using a Clorox wipe. And then before you write on it again, I'm just going to take, this is Kleenex, and just wipe it down and make sure it's nice and dry. I'm keeping my Clorox wipe out so that way I can use it again and say I'm like, oh, I needed to write that over here. Then I can go in and start just like writing all the sales that are happening on it. So I really like having this laminated, and then you can use this for this time. And then, like, once Monday hits and you're all done with everything, or maybe you want to wait until you get in all the things that you did buy, that is another thing you could put on the other page. Maybe you could do Black Friday on this side, and then Saturday, Monday, and then you can do like a list of all the things that you purchased and see how much you spent. Like, that's another thing that you could do on another page to make these fun sheets. But then you can just go through when you're all done with some water. I'm just using Clorox wipes because that's all I have in my office. And then I just like to wipe it down with, these are just tissues, and then done. And then now I can reuse this over and over and over again. So if you have that sticker book from Live Love Posh and you've been wanting to use those stickers, but you're like, oh, there's only one, so if I make it for this year, like, I won't have it for next year. Well, now you can, because you can just laminate it, and then you can use this over and over again, and then just transfer it from planner to planner to planner. But hopefully this is helpful. Let me know down in the comments, and then again, I will link what I can, Darby stickers, and I will see if I can find the laminating sheets on Amazon. I'll link those down below. That way you guys have quick access. But I also do get mine. I think you get them at like Target and Walmart. You just want to make sure it says self-laminating, because if it doesn't say that, then you're probably buying the ones that you actually need a laminator for. So just kind of keep that in mind. But happy Thanksgiving. I so hope you guys have a fabulous day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!